Today I've got this Wii-U. It's not powering on properly. I hit the power button, tries to turn on, and gives up. And then all we get is this flashing red light. Alright, so we got this open. It really doesn't look too dusty at all. Classic Nintendo, the consoles don't seem to turn on unless everything is working perfectly. And it seems like the disk drive is not working perfectly, because, yeah, with the disk drive actually unplugged and removed, the console does boot up and display on screen. Right, so I've deep dived into this disk drive and found that there seems to be a short on this side of the board. So from the thermal camera, it looks like this cap is short, and I did test it with a multimeter as well, and it does seem to be short. So I believe we have the positive side on the left here and the ground plane on the right, and this thing is just basically turned into a wire, so it's connecting our positive voltage rail straight to ground whenever this is switched. I did remove that little capacitor there, and the short is in fact gone on that power rail. So I've just connected the optical drive motherboard to the console just to see whether or not it's actually going to turn on this time with the optical drive connected. So let's hit the power button. And it is staying on, so that is a good sign. So what I'm going to do is basically take a guess at what capacitor value that was, because I have absolutely no idea without schematics. Like maybe a 10 microfarad, for example. Right, so I'm just going to grab a cap out here and we'll place it on the board. Okay, so we got that optical drive back together, console's plugged in, let's go. So we still have an issue with the disk drive. It's not actually taking any discs in, which is not good. So I'll have to look at this further. I didn't find anything abnormal, but I think I know what the problem is. So if I sort of force this in hard enough, it will actually take the disc. It's sort of like an IR sensor, it looks like, made up of two parts. So there's like a transmitting beam and a receiving beam, something like that, top and bottom. And I think one of them is not doing their job properly because it sits like right at the front of the slot. So I think that's supposed to detect when you're trying to insert a disc and when the disc has actually been removed. And even after ejecting, it still moves the eject motor, as if to say, I'm not sure if the disc has been ejected or not, so I'm gonna keep just, spinning the motor. So basically, it's not aware of when you're trying to put a disc in. Follow for part 2, where I'll take a look at this optical drive issue further and get it resolved.